Hello everybody, welcome to Fun in the Garden. And what we're going to do is build some self-watering containers. Now I wanted to make 3 self-watering planters, container garden, that were connected to each other. You can certainly do this with just one. And what I've done is I've gone to Lowe's, and I found at Lowe's they had these 14-gallon totes and these 18-gallon totes that fit perfectly one inside the other. So what you'll need is the 14-gallon, the 18-gallon, some PVC pipe, and a standard quart plastic Chinese soup container. Okay, let's get started. But before we get started, one of the things I like to point out here is I'm doing 3 of these together. So if I was doing 3, I would need 3 of each of these components except for the pipe. And because I'm connecting them together, I'm using the grommets and the pipe in between to get the water to go from one planter to the next to the next. You can certainly just do this with just one set of these things and make a single planter. And if you're doing that, you can omit the grommet and tubing in between one planter and the other. Well, what I like about this particular system is that there is a pretty large water reservoir in between the 2 totes when one is put inside of the other, so it should provide water for an extended period of time. Alright, let's take a look at how I'm making some self-watering containers. What I've done is I have 3 of these bins. The totes. I happen to get these from Lowe's. Now, they also have these shorter bins, a little bit shorter. These ones are shorter than the other ones. So I put one shorter one inside of a bigger one, and that gives me the reservoir underneath. What I've done is I have grommets and some tubing going in from one to all the other ones. And one of the other things I've done here is I've taken this Chinese quart soup container, and you can see the hole between the 2 for the reservoir. I've drilled holes in it, and that's going to end up being what is going to hook up the water. Probably drill a few more holes in those. Then I have a tube. I'm only going to send a tube down one of these to water, and it should feed all the other ones. Alright, we'll be back in a minute. Alright, I took this PVC pipe and I notched the bottom of it so it's not straight. And all 3 of these are done. I just sawed a little hole at the bottom, put this pipe in for watering. Now I'm going to put an overflow hole at the last one over here. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so that is my overflow hole that I put in the bottom of this one. It's at the other end of the train of the other one, other 2. And I'm going to silicone and put a piece of screen over that hole. That would make it so that mosquitoes can't get in. And there we have our screen siliconed on over the hole. Prevents mosquitoes from getting in. Now what I would do is fill this thing up and stuff a rag in that hole so that mosquitoes can't get in that way. Alright, and this is what my self-watering containers that I built look like with plants in them. I have them right between my square foot gardens. You can see my snap peas in the back, and I have spinach and lettuce in this one. And I have snap peas in the back of this one as well. But these are my herbs. Thyme, a couple of weeds I gotta pull out. I got oregano in the back, some cilantro, some dill. Okay. One of the things that I've read though is that beets do really well in self-watering containers. So in the middle self-watering container here I have beets. Eggplants also do well. So I have a couple of eggplants in this one. I know it seems like there's a lot of eggplants in that one. There's 6 of them. These are white eggplants. But last year I did something similar to this and it came out great. I had just so many eggplants. It's crazy. Alright. So there we have it. Self-watering containers. Pretty awesome. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my video channel here on YouTube. And check out my blog at www.cooking-italian-recipes.com for great Italian recipes, tips on organic gardening, winemaking, and herbalism, and all other kind of fun stuff that I'm into. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Tell your friends. Take care.